Welcome back to Stargirl. I'm a wreck. Let's get into this. This is season 2, episode 12. Last time the Shade died. Someone in the comments told me this season's only 13 episodes, which caught me off guard. So if this episode is focused on dealing with the Thunderbolt and Mike and stuff, I'm really concerned for next episode, just because I feel like it's gonna be. It doesn't necessarily have to be crammed. What I'm fearing is that it'll be without Rick and Yolanda. Like, I don't think we have enough time to go and rescue them from their situations. I think if we get Thunderbolt and Jaqueen this episode, we've already got Jenny on the team. Like, I think that's enough people to deal with Eclipso. So what I'm scared of is that we won't solve the other problems we have going on. Because we have a big enough team now. So that's my one fear of having this being a shorter season, is that now we've set up to a point where I don't think we have enough time to deal with everything. Maybe this episode will deal with some of those things, and that's how we get away with it. But I don't know. This is a short episode too. This is only 38 minutes, so we'll just see what happens, and we'll just see what happens. Okay. Oh my god. Is Eclipso getting the buddy?
We had a big fight in here last week.
Last week?
I still have a lot to catch up on. Your ring located dark energy at two places in
Oh
Believably.
shit. Oh
The
shit.
theater in town and the school.
Not this. Oop. No. No. Oh god. That's what I was afraid of, that she'd get infected by Eclipso. Shit. That's
fits.
Okay, he is blind. Okay, we get it. Oh god, that's been the whole freaking
Especially when it's
theme of
wielded by
this
those who
season.
carry
Light.
within themselves. The channel hope. Like your stepdaughter.
Oop. And we got Cindy here. Fucking negative Nancy. We need like the brightest and hopeful people, and we got her. Oh god. What are you wearing, ma'am? What is that?
Yeah, just tired.
Not this. Ma'am,
After everything we've been through, how could you not be?
can we do like a med scan on her? With these
Nice
goggles.
to finally meet you.
Yay.
This is so delicious. More.
Oh my god.
Chasing the lightning.
Lightning McQueen. Oh god. God.
My mom's picking me up any second.
Yolanda, please talk to me.
No, this is the way.
Justice Society stopped Eclipso last time by killing Bruce Gordon. Like, bad.
You thought telling me this would magically make me feel better? All it does is make everything worse. Ted Grant was a killer too.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think we can get them back on the team this season. If we get them back at all. Is this like Cindy redemption arc? I'm not totally against it. She's been very much straddling the line sometimes. Oh my god.
Hi.
Not this.
Sorry. Not sure if you remember.
I don't know if you want to say that,
Your
Rick's
nephew,
friend.
he's a good kid, and I think that deep down, you know that too.
Rick is the one who
Rick made a big mistake.
Oh. See, like I said, he
Rick's parents asked you to look out for him,
never wanted to.
but you did the opposite,
What is
taking advantage of him.
evil
As a
pet?
kid, some waitress. You're a bad guy. And whenever I run into somebody like you,
Wait, what is
when I
happening?
was growing up,
No. What is happening?
back in the army,
What is happening? What is happening? I told y'all Pat was evil this season. Or is this like the lesson of bad is relative, evil is relative?
But there's nothing I wouldn't have done for you.
But you could have had a career.
I have one.
You could have done more.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could have done. None of them compare to what you have brought into my life.
Aww. Now we gotta cry. Shit. Oh. Is she trying to recruit her? Oh
Don't
no.
flatter yourself.
Not this.
Then why are you here?
To tell you not to come back.
And all your photos got texted to everyone's phones?
That was me. Oh, fuck.
I said shut up.
Yeah, that wasn't Henry. That was me.
What is her point? What is her goal here?
That's the fighter I used to see.
Not Dave Chappelle. Oh my
Someone else had
Trouble, okay?
Oh god, what did Pat do? What did Pat do? Oh.
Yeah.
Yolanda, are you out of your mind?
The only reason I'm back is to protect everyone from that psycho. Once she's gone, so am I. Where's my suit?
No, no, Jenny! So much shit going.
She's already embraced her dark side. Yolanda unleashes it. When she fights, she gives into it, and you better do the same. Get dirty. You have to fight fire.
I don't
with
know
fire.
if that's true though.
You have to be bad.
Somebody go check out this woman.
You all need to come back to Blue Valley.
Who?
He can help us get in.
Oh my god. No. There's so much shit happening. Oh no. Oh no. Jenny's gonna think evil Courtney or something.
Become your god.
What? Oh my god. No, I was gonna say, is she gonna be Eclipso faced? It's the end of the episode. Fuck. No. More. I just sucked in a bit of my shirt. Wait. Okay, I guess this is a good time to go character by character again. Yolanda and Cindy. Like I said, I knew from the way that Cindy was looking at her, I was like, okay, she's gonna do something to like bring Yolanda back. I wasn't expecting her to go like embrace the heel turn. You know, I was kind of expecting her to be better, but if it goes that, you know, if this is the way we have to do it, then I guess that's okay. I really like her, Cindy's, you know, I just like her character. I think she's really good at straddling the line, like I said, of morality. And I just really appreciate that they're not willing, you know, they're sorry. I really appreciate that the show is willing to embrace it. You know, I think some shows, I was gonna say, I think last season maybe we could have seen a redemption arc or something, but you know, we had some dark twists last season, so this show doing some dark twists this season makes sense. But yeah, I just really like what she's doing. And who is she calling? I'm trying to think of all the ISA members we have alive still. She wouldn't call Gambler, like he's not gonna help out. She could technically call, what's their faces, Sportsmaster and Tigress, sorry. But they're in jail, and then Artemis is probably fucking long gone. I don't think she's gonna call, you know, like the way she said it, it sounds like like multiple people need to get back together. So I can't think of like a plural group that she knows. Like it has to be somebody that we don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. It's like people we don't know yet. So I'm very interested to see what that leads us to with Yolanda. Like I said, you know, I'm okay with it. It was a bit rushed getting her and Rick back, but I think with Rick, it makes sense. We'll go into that in a little bit, but I'm okay with Rick's thing. It's mainly Yolanda. You know, I like that it's not a full commitment. It's a for now, I'll work with you, but after this, I really gotta stop doing this. I'm really intrigued to see how that plays out because, like, her conviction is so strong. I was willing to believe she wouldn't come back for anything, and now she did come back. It's a contingent coming back, so I'm excited to see if it really is going to be contingent or if it's going to be like, well, there's still Eve out in the world. I'll get over it, kind of. Like how does this resolve with Wildcat? Because there is a lot of deep history there now with Ted. I was gonna say Ted Bundy, Ted Grant, being such a hard ass that he was, and that legacy now that she's fulfilling almost. There's a lot of it's very dark and deep history there. So I'm curious to see if she's gonna play into it. Is she really gonna leave that legacy behind? What's going on there? I guess I'll go to Rick now. Like I said, I think Rick had a pretty, his thing was always a physical limitation to coming back. I think he wants to do good. Him destroying the hourglass was more of a way to limit and handicap what he could do, but I think he still wants to be a good guy. So there's redemption there for that. It's not like a Yolanda mental block. It's more like he just wanted to not have the strength to hurt people, but now that he's released, I understand that they need his strength, so that's why he's willing to look it back up. And I think once he understands that it's an Eclipso thing that happened to him, he's willing to overcome it and to try and find a way to get his super strength back again and all that. I think it makes logical sense there. What I'm scared of is the way Pat went about it, because I was about to say, okay, I changed my mind about Pat being evil thing. I changed my mind about it because I was like earlier in the episode when, he was, I don't know, it was like him and Barbara and Courtney were all looking at Cindy or something, and I was like, okay, he seems chilling now. Like, these last couple episodes he's been like normal, and then he went to visit the uncle, and I was like, shit, there is that darkness in him. I'm really curious to see if they're gonna play that up. Like, why? I think the writers could have convincingly written it for him to be nice to the uncle and like plead to his empathy and to try and see some goodness in his heart, say like, I know your life sucked, but this is your chance to do right by somebody else. I think there was a way to like give a heart-to-heart speech and try and convince the uncle, but the fact that he went to the dark side to do it is very telling, and I'm really interested to see if that plays into a part next episode. Like how does that all factor in? We got some lore. He was apparently in the army, unless that was a lie, but I don't know. Like I was convinced. I thought at first it was gonna be like a bluff that he was just being all tough, but the fact that we didn't see anything that happened makes me think it's real. So I'm very scared of what happened there. Kind of leads into Eclipso's plan that he's trying to draw out the darkness in others. He mentions Courtney, and obviously we set that up last episode with her saying that she hates him. So his goal is to corrupt the brightest of them, kind of. So it makes sense, but it just makes me wonder. We've seen some darkness now in Yolanda. Cindy's mentioning you got to use your dark side. So like, there's a theme going on here with everyone using their dark side. Pat. So. And then now Jenny too. So I'm really curious to see if it's a bluff that he's just looking for Courtney. That's why he wants everyone here, or is it really gonna be like Jenny versus Courtney is the big battle? I don't know. I'm very worried. Speaking of Jenny, I really wish somebody would have just looked at her. One of the Dr. Midnights. Like, I think that really would have been good, but obviously they didn't have any necessitation for it. The way Beth saw it and the way I saw it, it was she blasted the darkness away, and then that was it. We did it. But obviously the camera showed that a little bit of that ooze stuff snuck in. So, unless Jenny's showing signs, we wouldn't really need to do a scan of her. So it sucks, but I get it. Me as an audience member, I'm just like, we should really do some mental scans on everybody with Eclipso around, but it is what it is. Jakeem, that's a wild card right now, to be honest. I don't really know how that's all going to factor in. And Mike, because they're just like they're kids, so it's easy to rope them into it. Yes, but I'm just how do they play a part in this? You know, obviously it's a powerful force, but it seems like the big confrontation right now is going to be between Courtney and Jenny, kind of as a Dark Avatar thing. Speaking of which, that was a great shot with Courtney as Eclipso. I knew it was happening, but it still caught me off guard. Um, Barbara saw the shade, so like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he is still around. Um, I'm just curious how, or like, you know, what role does he play still? Um, I think he does have a role to play in stopping Eclipso still, and I didn't believe that was his true death there. And you guys in the comments and other videos, we all kind of are in the same boat that he's probably got a role to play still, and that he's semi immortal. So pretty sure he's not going to die there. God, like I said, there's just so much shit to happen in this episode or this next episode, so that's why I'm like scared. But I think this episode really did a good job of convincingly getting the group back together, setting him up. No, for how long this episode was too, is a shorter episode. I mean, it was a minute and a half of recap, plus what, another. Okay, so yeah, we'll say about 2 minutes of like padding, plus the cold open of the dog, for which must have been at least a minute and a half at least. You know, we're down to like what, 34 minutes ish. For 34-minute episode, they did a really good job of bringing the team back together, getting them prepared for Eclipso, and setting up the final battle with Eclipso. You know, Titans could never. I'm sorry, but somehow this team managed to get together and convincingly like be cohesive. You know, there is still friction there. There is still like behind the scenes trauma there, and they're not forgetting about it. They're not just glossing it over. So I'm really proud of this show for doing that. I think we covered all the characters really. Beth and Chuck, I'm really glad they're getting along well, and you know, I think it's very symbolic that he said, "Call me Chuck." I think that's his way of passing the torch to her and saying, "You're the new Dr. Midnight." You know, there's only room for one of us, kind of thing. We still no sign of Starman. What the fuck is going on with that? Why? Why did it take so long? I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I think wasn't he in Reno? So, I guess if he's going from Nevada to Nebraska, that's a pretty big trip. But still, it just feels such like a weird thing. I get that he's going to be a regular next season, so maybe that's why they're not using him this season, is like he's on his way, and next season is going to be the real shebang there with that. Yeah, we got Cindy calling up the people, and Cameron. You know, I'm wondering if they're going to do anything with Cameron still. You know, we got teases throughout that he has powers and that he's doing stuff. Maybe that's a season 3 thing, is that we'll focus on Cameron and how he either becomes a villain or a hero. But yeah, really good episode actually. Like I'm very surprised at how well it tied things together and setting up for the future. So very excited for next episode. I know it's gonna be a banger. We're gonna probably get some teases for the future. God, I'm very excited. Thanks for watching. What do you guys think of this episode? Did you believe the team coming together? I think specifically Yolanda for me is like the iffy part, but I think I'm willing to accept that Yolanda is with the group right now. And yeah, what is the plan to kill Eclipso? Just stab it? Like, I don't know. It's got to be some sort of like forgiveness and something like that. I think there's so much negativity towards him, and that's what he feeds on. So there has to be, Cindy is claiming that we just need to be evil and out evil him, kind of, do bad things to get rid of evil. But I don't think that's the way to do it. I think we gotta somehow, like, Chuck has to be able to forgive him for killing his daughter, or somehow finding like the light in that. Like he's got Beth now. I don't know, like something. I'm not saying he has to replace her, but I don't know. There's such a strong feeling there. We have Pat, who did some bad stuff this episode. Yolanda still has this hatred and stuff towards Courtney and Cindy now. Cindy is just a pit of darkness. And then we have this seeping negativity from Courtney that is hiding away. Jenny is being infected. So there's so many like different characters he can pull from. I feel like they all have to kind of just not forgive and forget, but they have to somehow like say, despite that, I still love you, or something like that. You know, somehow finding a way to like, yes, have these negative feelings, but also finding a way to still embrace their loved ones. You know, maybe not necessarily forgiving him, Eclipso, but somehow just having a very strong family unit bond thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's my thought. Anyways, leave that in the comments below. We'll see you next time for the finale, apparently. Jesus. Oh my God. So excited. Thanks for watching.